I want to talk about Tiger Bright.
Sure.
Now, he thanked us for our discussion on dust and furryism and everything last week. And yeah, he sent me links. He wasn't the only one. I think someone else also sent me links to this website called Bad Dragon, in which people can buy dildos and other sexual paraphernalia based on animals, fantasy animals, anthropomorphized animals, many of which are dragons, which I found very interesting. There's one I wanted to read, and then I wanted you to read the dragon tongue one.
Oh, okay.
Because I love the romance that's gone into these things. I mean, when you're essentially looking at a dragon dildo, which means it basically looks like a half deflated eclair, really, or like a melting candle that's pink and purple, and so it just looks like a bruised worm, basically, and just the romance involved when you read the imagery. One's mind, usually created when Scotland is mentioned, usually consists of bagpipes, Highlanders, and Loch Ness. But amongst the peaks and valleys of this mysterious land, there resides another, less famous beast of legend. The Varka toy is modelled after the thick cock of a feral black dragon, of the kind native to Scotland. With a wide flare at the head, a massive knot at the base, and thick deep wrinkles along its length, the Varka is the perfect toy for anyone who is up for a challenge. The wrinkles are a feature in and of themselves, with deep crevices and bumps. It keeps the toy well lubricated with thick and slick lube. The Varka is available with a range of features, including a cum tube and suction cup. You can also get creative with any custom colour or blend. So that's interesting. That's the Varka.
This is from the guy.
Happened.
This is from Tiger Bright, who thanked us for not equating everyone who likes anthropomorphic characters with furries.
with sex.
Yeah, he's like, so we're not all like that. By the way, this cum-tube-packed dragon dildo is really funny.
I mean, I'll give him points. Like, hypocritical humour is it's a respected form of humour,
Sure.
and he's mastered it. So yeah, it was very much, thanks for not all painting furries with the same brush. Now look at this big dragon dick. And they're complete with art. If you go to Bad Dragon, that's bad-dragon.com, and they all have like paintings of what the dildo is modelled after, like in context. So I'm looking right now at a dragon lying on its back with its tongue licking its, I guess, what passes lips, a slit having opened up, and a giant purple phallus coming out of it and dripping, obviously, huge amounts of dripping, and a little puckered anus. And yeah, it's all very romantically written. I think it's very evocative stuff. That's the Varka. That's 150, but these are expensive things. The Varka for 150 bucks.
There's not many of them.
And that's before, I think, you yeah, I mean, you have to buy the cum tube separately. But you do, yeah. That's a shame.
Are you sure you want me to read another one?
I would love you to read The Dragon's Tongue.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. You sound great.
All right.
So, yeah, let me just describe The Dragon's Tongue.
Sure.
You know the marker from Dead Space?
It's kind of like a monolith that's a bit twisted and symmetrical. Yeah.
That crossed with an octopus made out of blood. It is this wormy, squiggly, lumpy nodule of a thing, and then it's supposed to be a dragon's tongue. But please, you sell it to the people. If anyone is interested, sell it to the people.
Okay, I'll try. And just so, I don't know if you heard before, Sir Toby did send us a Lindsay Lohan.
Oh yeah, we'll be getting through to that. I know. This podcast isn't stale.
Maybe we'll do that one next
Maybe
week.
we'll just do this. No, this is Podtoid from now on. This is all we'll be doing forever.
People seem to like it. All right. The Dragon's Tongue, available from $100. Whether it's a deep longing to be filled or a need for new sensations, sleek curves and soft, pliable ridges can pleasure with as much skill as that dragon curious to sample your inner tastes. That's a sentence.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, exactly. With a dragon's snout buried against your groin, there's no itch that can't be satisfied. The reach of this gentle, exploring toy will have you squirming as much as the tongue it was modeled after. Measuring 9 usable inches long and tapering gradually from 0.5 to 3 inches wide, the dragon's tongue is suited to new and advanced users alike. Advanced users? Okay. He is available in our... He? It's a guy? Oh, sorry. He is available in our full range of tempting signature colors, or you can your own custom color.
That's how it's spelled. You can your own custom color.
Your own. Feel free to get a custom fade as well! Exclamation.
I love that. Just a casual. Feel free. Just toss it in. I mean, you're already buying a dildo modelled after a dragon's tongue. You might as well.
Custom fade, yeah. From
Get personal with it.
Pink to purple? I don't even know what that means.
I like the caveat at the end.
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Yeah.
Dragon's tongue does not come with a suction cup due to the size and shape of the base. Nor does it come with a cum tube, since it's a tongue. And then there's a little emoticon of a guy.
Oh, we're talking about dildos.
I don't know. I don't know what else you would use
I stopped paying attention there for a little bit. So
fair enough.
I'm just catching up.
I don't know if we classify these things as dildos or some kind of modern art. I mean, they're barely recognizable as phallic objects, half of these things. And I'm not judging. If you don't have to look at it, it looks like that would be quite pleasurable up your ass. I mean, it's got all the bumps and nodules. It just looks haunting.
Yeah.
Like if someone a cum tube, like these things spunk.
Is that what that means?
I believe you affix it to something, and it actually spunks.
Something you'd have to get spunk, I guess, and load it up.
I mean, there's one that's based on a horse.
Oh.
And that one, I think it's got like a... Oh, God, it's horrible. It's like got... You know how, like, horses have patches, like, different colour? It's like all that running along this veiny shaft.
Yeah, well...
Meet Chance. He's a thoroughbred stallion of the highest pedigree, chosen from a line of selectively bred stallions for strength, endurance, and most of all, their absolutely massive cock size.
What?
What kind of horse breeder? Oh, wow. What kind of horse breeder is like, well, that's a fine-looking horse. How big's his cock?
Real quick side note, I want to bring up, just because we're talking about horses. I think this was for Batman, the new Batman movie. I tweeted, I just saw the new Batman movie or some bullshit like that, right? Mm-hmm. Some fucker who listens to the show replied to me. He was like, what movie theater is that horses in? I'm like, what the fuck is this guy? Oh, right.
Their memories are amazing. And it frightens me because I very rarely remember what I say a minute after I've said it. Yeah. So they remember stuff like, I'm going to see Elton John next month. And straight away, people are like, oh, he's a terrible man. I bet he'll be racist and homophobic. And I'm like, what? He's a wonderful artist and musician. Oh, I said that once.
Yeah, and just to catch people up, there's a Jim Sterling scenario where my body was like chopped up or something, and so to the side of a horse.
Yeah, you were a
Jim
Cenobite.
Sterling scenario. Wow.
Yeah, what was my name again?
Oh, Burger something.
Was it?
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the listeners will remember it better.
Oh, they all remember it. Yeah, they're weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't stop looking at this horse's dick. It comes with a cum tube for a truly authentic and messy experience. So I guess that answers it. Like, they do spunk. And there's a horse. That's a horse wanking. The picture I'm looking at. It's a horse on 2 legs wanking.
Has he got arms?
He's got arms. It's a horse
Like a centaur with a horse head, maybe?
A horse, like a horse minotaur, essentially. A horse minotaur wanking.
I see.
He's the thoroughbred stallion flared for your pleasure.
And they had to clarify, because people, I assume, must have asked with the dragon's tongue. Well, I mean, does it have a cum tube? Does it ejaculate, this dragon's tongue? They had to be like, no.
This site, Jonathan, is for people that, like, give a real shit. I mean, this is... You've got vital statistics for these dildos. Like, dimensions. It shows you.
Oh, look at that. You're right.
There's a whole stat box. Dimensions, brackets, inches. Diameter of head, circumference of head. Diameter of shaft, circumference of shaft. Usable length, and total length in general. And they come in small, medium, or large. Down here, when you order them, like, what size do you want? You specify the size, the firmness, whether or not you want a cum tube, what colour you want, and you can even randomise the colour, and then you finalise it. Yeah, that's amazing. Firmness. She goes from soft, medium, firm, split soft, split firm, split wide, reverse split soft, reverse split firm, and reverse split wide. I mean, this is for people that take their animal dildos incredibly seriously.
Yeah, I just saw some of the green dragon tongues. They are completely terrifying. A green dragon tongue is the worst.
I highly recommend people read this. I mean, it's just amazing. Just exquisite animal dildos. They're really well made. Bruiser the Fusion, that's the name of one of them. The Griffin, Tsar the Caraboss, David the Werewolf. It's not just dildos either. I mean, you've got dragon vaginas.
Really?
Yeah, horse vaginas as well. I
don't even know what that would look like, a dragon's vagina. Just a large vagina with scales?
I think they normally they get like spikes on them, basically. Just a spiky lizard's vagina. Here we got Mary. This is a horse vagina that you can buy. Mary always craved it's a crossover story as well. Mary always craved the attentions of Chance, our resident anthro stallion, and her boyfriend, but was always too shy to ask him for what she really wanted. Fortunately for her, thanks to our introduction, they've both rediscovered their love of pony play.
Wait, so you're pretending to be... They've got characters.
Yeah.
Chance, and who was the vagina again? What was her name?
Mary.
Mary the vagina, yes.
Yeah, I mean, all these dildos have stories. That's the interesting thing. These are narrative animal dildos. And I guess if you collect the whole set, it, like, forms a running plot, like Lord of the Rings.
Wow, like trading cards. You could flip over the back and there'd be, like, a bigger picture.
Yeah, I think it's basically like trading cards. But if you just want to know, the Anthromare that's the name of this thing. The Anthromare is available in one firmness of silicone, the same as that used in Anthro Dragon S. It's 7 inches in usable length. She features a moderately ridged, slightly tighter passageway, which, due to its oval shape, is just as accommodating and pleasurable as that in the Dragon S. And apparently that's one of their best-selling toys. They even sell out of these things, so be patient, guys.
Yeah, this is truly an enthusiast market, it sounds like.
There's an amazing photo of two thumbs prizing this rubber horse vagina apart so you can get a good look inside. And you can just imagine your penis in there and then not want to eat food ever again. This is going to be a very slimming website for me. There's a picture of her bent over showing her cunny.
Is this a drawing of
a woman's horse? Interesting, they show the side of her breast, but they're too classy to show the nipple. But there is a big, dark cunt. Just need to...
Wow, that got Hamza. He finally broke. Broke the dam of Hamza's, I don't know, sanity? Who knows what's going on with him?
Man. So, that was fun. I think, maybe not every week, but every now and then I think we will drop in with Bad Dragon and see what their selection of rubber cocks and fannies are up to.
Sure, absolutely. Thank you, Tiger Bright. Thank you for making the show what it is. I guess.
I think we have to end it here.